Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 8:01 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. It is Monday, the 30th of October. Good morning to all of you great people out there. Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up. Let's get started. Let's get motivated and let's get ready to do this. Tomorrow's Halloween. Hope that you guys had an awesome weekend. There was a lot of trick-or-treating going on, a lot of Halloween-related events that took place over the weekend. St. Astro had a show at Two Brothers, and there are some other great things happening, including at Ballydoyle's as well. So shouts out to everybody who was out there. Saw a lot of friends over the weekend. We also took part in the Tent or Treat event at VNA Healthcare, 400 North Highland. That was a great event. So good morning to all of you guys. We have the weather here, so we're going to talk about the weather to start this great day and this great week off. So once again, this weather comes from the National Weather Service of Chicago, delivered to you here. Aurora weather on Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. All right, let's get into it. Snow, cold, and gusty winds can all be expected on Halloween coming up. All right, starting off today. Daytime high of 42 degrees. We've seen the temperature drop, y'all. The temperature has dropped. It's officially cold out there. Very cold this morning, as a matter of fact. Tonight, nighttime high of 29 degrees and a nighttime low of only 24 degrees. Super cold at night. Going into tomorrow, a couple of degrees lower for Halloween. Daytime high, 40 degrees for Halloween. Daytime low, 46. Snow showers. There's the potential for snow tomorrow on Halloween. I remember when I was younger, it snowed on Halloween a couple of times. So for the young kids who never saw that, it'll be a humdinger if it happens. Going to Tuesday night, 19 degrees is the nighttime low. Super cold tomorrow night. Nighttime high of 30 degrees. Be careful out there. Be safe. Have fun trick-or-treating. Stay bundled up. Stay warm. Going into Wednesday, 41 degrees for the daytime high, 38 degrees for the daytime low. Sun is going to be with us on Wednesday and Thursday. Today as well as predicted, partly cloudy conditions. Going into Wednesday night, 34 degrees for the nighttime high, 27 degrees for the nighttime low. Clear skies starting today, going all the way into Wednesday night, continuing on Thursday. Thursday, we look to have a high of 49 degrees, tad bit warmer in the daytime. Daytime low of 46 degrees. As we go into Thursday night, 40 degrees for the nighttime high. The nighttime low will be 32 degrees. So we're getting a little bit hotter. Well, not hotter, but a little bit warmer, less cold. Now we go into Friday. Friday, 57 degrees. Cloudy conditions on Friday are expected, though. And as we go into Friday night, 47 degrees is the nighttime high on Friday. So let's recap. Doesn't it feel good to be back? Today, 42 degrees for our daytime high, nighttime high of 29 degrees. Okay, coming back, starting this week off in a chilly fashion. Tomorrow, 40 degrees for the daytime high, 30 degrees for the nighttime high. Halloween is tomorrow. Be safe out there trick-or-treating, and it's going to be the potential for snow showers as well on Halloween. Wednesday, 41 degrees is the daytime. Thursday, 49 degrees is the daytime high, and as we go into Friday, 57 degrees is the daytime high on Friday. Time is 8:05 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We are back with an interesting display and program for you guys today. That was the weather. Now we're going to do some community shout outs, something new that we're doing here on Good Morning Aurora. Our friends of Paris Bistro, if you haven't heard, they're a fantastic restaurant. Paris Bistro is located in Naperville. It's the only French restaurant in our area. The cuisine, the menu is absolutely fantastic. One of the things that they have going on are these tea parties. Reservations are required for the tea parties at $35 per person with a complete tea service, as you can see right here. Now, the interesting thing about the tea service is that while it comes to you at your table, there's a few different locations within Paris Bistro that you can enjoy. So there is an actual tea dining area. When you walk in, it's to the right. Behind the bar, there's the whole restaurant. But on the side, there's these booths, and the booths provide for a really intimate experience with great lighting too. So Shout out to Paris Bistro, which is located in Naperville, Showplace Drive. And they're a fantastic restaurant. When you go there, let them know that you heard about it on Good Morning Aurora. The next local small business shout out that we have is with our friends here, the Woodcrafters. The Woodcrafters are a family-owned business. Juan Cayetano, as we can see here, with his son and his wife Luz. They are great people. They and the whole family produce these 100% handcrafted wood items of many different scale and measure too. Some of them have lights. They also work with stone and many different other textures. So they're a fantastic local business here in Aurora. Now, I would like for you guys to follow them on Facebook and give them a like, give them a shout out. Farmers market season has ended here in Aurora, but they are a permanent fixture at our farmers market, and we look forward to seeing them again next year at the farmers market. So once again, we give a quick community shout out to the Woodcrafters by Luz and Juan. Great family owned business here in Aurora. See, we're doing something new with the show. What we're doing is we're giving you that news in a new fashion. There's a lot going on in our city. In addition to highlighting some of the businesses that we have, some of the great guests that we come into contact with, we also want to do a little bit more to make sure that you understand what's going on, find ways to help yourself and your family. Now, we have a blood drive coming up. This is very important. Since the early days of Good Morning Aurora, when it comes to health-related news and information, we have tried very hard to make sure that that information is always presented to you as soon as we get it, as soon as possible. And if there's a way to help you get it quicker or faster, you can DM us, send us an email. That's what we do. So this is no different. Kane County Sheriff's Office has been doing a lot of different things. In addition to just their regular law enforcement duties and activities, they also host these blood drives. These are very important, so I'm going to detail this. Coming up for you guys, it's going to be Tuesday, November 7th. It's going to be at the Kane County Sheriff's Office in St. Charles in their lobby, 37 West 755 Illinois Route 38 in St. Charles. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., okay? Make sure to eat a healthy meal and drink plenty of water before donating. Now, this is by Versity Blood Centers. Every donor will save up to 3 lives. Very important. Tuesday, November 7th. Come on out there, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, give blood, get noodles, receive a coupon for a buy one, get one half off entree from Noodles and Company while supplies last. Plus, all attempting donors will be entered for a chance to win one of 3 DIY project prizes valued at $2,500. So not only will you be doing a good thing by saving lives by giving blood, you could also win some very cool prizes. That's awesome stuff. All right, the time now is 8:09 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Now we're going to go into the second part of our program, and with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial.
The Community Foundation was created by a group of people who got together and wanted to make a difference. 75 years later, the Community Foundation makes a huge impact on the lives of hundreds, if not thousands, of people in the community. All started with the small but promising beginnings of just a few people who wanted to do something good.
The Community Foundation is made up of all the citizens, really, who want a better community.
And really anyone who wants to do good in the community but doesn't know how to do it, the Community Foundation is the perfect solution, because for 75 years we've been making an impact by connecting donors that care with causes that matter.
So it's multifaceted, and it's an organization that isn't there just to serve a certain small constituency or a special need, but rather the community as a whole.
So many generous donors have left a legacy with us because we are a trusted resource and we make being philanthropic an easy task.
In my mind, it always seemed like a really complicated process. Here, it's just effortless.
The Community Foundation does all the administrative work for you.
I just make a phone call, they're on it, they get back to me right away. It's been seamless.
Our scholarship program is just incredible.
I had no idea the impact that the foundation has on these kids. You know, some of these districts that we're working with here are some of the neediest districts in the state. It renews your faith in humanity, you know.
I was the first one ever in my family to go to college. The scholarship from the Community Foundation has impacted my life and my wife's life in many ways. As you can see, it still brings a tear to my eye.
Without their assistance, we can't do the work that we are meant to do for the citizens of the Fox River Valley community.
You can invest your money in people. You invest it in people and you hope and believe that the return will be great.
Someone opened the door for you at some point in your life, and it's incumbent upon you, it's your duty to help open the door for others, and you do that through service.
And we're back. Time is 8:12 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. I just noticed I think I have my mask on upside down. Hold on, let's try it again. Let's try that. Now that's better. That is, I think that'll work. I think it will. Anyway, Halloween is tomorrow, so there's been a couple of interesting developments and a couple of interesting pieces of news as well. Safe trick-or-treating, number one, is paramount. Parents, go out there with your kids, have a good time, hold their hand as you go door to door. Don't be out too late. Things have changed, and a lot of trick-or-treating ends earlier now. A lot of it ends when as nighttime approaches, so be aware of that. But also, please, check out some of the really cool decorations. Houses are decorated in the Halloween fashion, so please check that out. Have a good time trick-or-treating. Go on out there and see some cool things. Always double check and triple check and quadruple check your candy when you get home. Parents, right? We remember that. Whatever they get, dump it out. Go through it, all the way through it. Kudos to all the great families out there, all the young people. Have a good time and a safe trick-or-treating. Time is 8:13 a.m. Want to mention that Twitch, the city of Aurora, has a Twitch channel, and so do we. So Good Morning Aurora is now live on Twitch. We're also live on YouTube, and we're live here, of course, on Facebook. Please follow the city of Aurora's Twitch channel and follow Good Morning Aurora on Twitch as well. If you are not familiar with Twitch, it's really cool. Apps, games, streamers, all that kind of stuff is on Twitch. A lot of good content is out there being made all the time, and Good Morning Aurora is happy to be proud of it. So time is 8:14 a.m. I had a really interesting weekend. We're going to do some Good Morning Aurora shout outs right now. Daniel Calderon, good morning to you. Washington Tim, good morning. OTM on the move. JL Harris, good morning to you as well. Sherry Spears, good morning to you. Sherry Spears is a dear friend of the show. We interviewed Sherry like a year or two ago, and that was a really good conversation that we had. Rogelio Esparza, good morning. Rogelio says, good morning, Aurora. It's cold here. I want to go to Hawaii. Well, that makes two of us, brother. That makes two of us, definitely. Luz says, go to the library. There's an exposition of different ofrendas for the Day of the Dead. Yes, thank you very much for telling us that. Ofrendas are at the Aurora Public Library, Biblioteca Aurora. Go down there, check it out. A lot of our great friends created some awesome ofrendas, so please give them a shout. All right, good morning to you, Washington Tim, right back at you. Espinoza Juan Manuel, good morning to you, brother. Michael Rayford, good morning to you. Washington Tim, continue to tap the thumbs up button. I appreciate that. Brian Moreno, good morning to you. Salute. Luz, good morning to you. Daniel Calderon. Nancy Juarez, good morning. Javier Burgos, good morning. Java Plus gets the shout out, man. Johnny Felix, Talento Creations. So many great people out there in the city of Aurora doing so many great things, so many great businesses. Java Plus, 1677 Montgomery Road in Aurora gets the shout out. So I hope that you guys like the way that the show started off, because we're going to be doing that a little bit more. I've said a few times now, and we'll continue to kind of reiterate that point, that we've moved from a podcast to a show. Now we're going from a show to a program. And there's different elements that Good Morning Aurora will start to have on it. Instead of just simply showing you the same thing over and over, we try to be dynamic, try to come up with something new. So doing the weather inside of the show as opposed to separately was something that we wanted to try today. Let us know what you guys think about that in the chat, or if you want us to keep doing the weather separately, let us know. We'll start doing a mixture of both just to see what you guys like. But we're going to show you guys great things, great content, awesome stuff. Okay, the time is 8:16 a.m. Luz says, love it, looks great. Thank you very much, Luz. We appreciate that. Kevin DeVoice, good morning to you. Good morning, A-Town. Sherry Spears, blessings to everybody. All y'all. Everybody. Okay, so we're going to do, the time is 8:17 a.m. I think what we'll do, and this is a shout out to my man Alex. I want to say thank you very much to Alex and the City of Aurora team, all the staff here. They do a fantastic job. Alex, I think if we can, could we do maybe like a few pieces of news, and then I'm going to take them into our clip with our dear brother, Mr. Rodriguez, in a little bit. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you guys some news here, some of the local important things happening, things of a personal nature, especially for this senior clothing drive. So before we get into this, I want you guys to know something, that there's a lot of people in Aurora, of course, not just Aurora, Montgomery, North Aurora, wherever. There's a lot of people in Aurora who can't provide everything for themselves. There's people who have to decide if they're going to put gas in their car or if they're going to get groceries. There's people who have to decide, you know what, I don't have enough money for new clothes. I got to keep wearing the same clothes. So the Neighbor Project, in conjunction with Everlasting Word Church, are holding this senior clothing drive. For our senior population here in Aurora, they really need it, very much so. A lot of them are in difficult conditions, so this is one thing that can at least provide them with some level of comfort. On the screen and on the list are the following items that are sorely needed: gloves, hats, blankets, scarves, sweaters, body sprays, lotions, socks, slippers, and sweatpants. Now, the collection dates are going to be from November 1st through December 16th, so there's a lot of time to donate items. Please let them be news. That's just what I do every day. I'm sorry. Please let them be new items or gently used items. Now, you can donate the items at two locations. The first is the Neighbor Project's home office, 32 South Broadway in downtown Aurora, right here on Broadway and Downer, across from Tekalit, and Everlasting Word Church on the west side of Aurora, 22 North Highland in Aurora. So please, if you guys are able to donate some goods, please do so. Seniors can definitely use the help. All right. Coming up for First Friday, which is going to be this Friday, Andrea Yaquez, good morning to you. Our friends at the Cottonseed Creative Exchange are holding this fantastic event. It's going to be the 3rd from 5 to 9 p.m. 7323 Chicago will be doing charcuterie demos the chef's way and pairings throughout the evening. Brown Hue will have charcuterie boards, drink flights, and more available to purchase. And old school and new school R&B is going to be playing by DJ Gab. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Shout out to Cottonseed Creative Exchange. Yvonne is a dear friend of the show, personal friend. We go way back. She's also a Navy veteran too. So shout out to Yvonne. Mocktails and more are going to be sold throughout the evening, and you can also shop new merchandise in the store or online. Once again, Cottonseed Creative Exchange, located at 64 South River Street in downtown Aurora. Claudia Lopez, good morning to you, Claudia Lopez. Claudia Lopez is a friend from VNA Healthcare. All right. Next is the, I think he happened. Yeah, he happened yesterday. All right. Hold on, I got to find that one. What is that? All right, here we go. NICOR, this is important. So the free grocery and energy resource fair has already passed, but these energy saving products with NICOR are still going on. So the update was that the link has not been canceled, and if you guys still need this information, it is ongoing. They had a community event that passed, but the resources still remain. So for customers in Aurora and Batavia, resources include energy saving products, assessments and improvements, career resources, energy assistance, billing support, housing, food, and basic needs assistance. So you can register at nicorgas.com/Aurora and learn about more of the programs that they have, including LIHEAP. You guys know about LIHEAP? Low Income Heating Emergency Assistance Program, LIHEAP. Learn more about that by calling Kane County 211. All right. So the time is 8:21 a.m. Aisha Saxon is here. Good morning to you, Aisha Saxon. Thank you guys very much for watching the news and supporting the show. Thank you for supporting local Aurora news. I have been very happy for 3 years doing this show. I really have, because every person in the chat, a lot of you guys I know personally, see you at the same events, see you guys doing good things. Some of you I have not met in person yet, like Daniel Calderon or Washington Tim, but that's all right. We'll get there. We got a beautiful city and a lot more to show you guys. So the time is 8:22 a.m. Right now, we're going to show you guys another cool piece of footage from a conversation that we had with our dear friend, Simon Rodriguez. Simon Rodriguez is he works for the City of Aurora's Youth Services Department. They do a whole lot, including the portable soccer field, which had a good run about a couple of months ago during the warmer months. So there's new programs, new initiatives that the Youth Services Department is working on. But Simon Rodriguez and I had a conversation that was very fruitful, very enlightening, and very refreshing about 2 years ago. And this is back at a time when Good Morning Aurora had a different shape, a different feel, and a different vibe. It's also very important to know where you're going by showing where you came from. So right now we're going to take you guys to this clip and let you see it, and we will see you on the flip side to talk to you before we get out of here.
Most people don't know that education is funded through predominantly, and if someone's listening and wants to kind of expand on that, but from my understanding, education or districts are funded by property taxes, mostly property taxes, right? So if you live in a district, your property taxes that you pay twice a year or however it works, most of it goes towards the school district. So if you have a school district where the housing, and property taxes are based on the value of your home.
Right.
So if you live in a district where most houses are, they're capped off at a certain value, they're not as, valued as other school districts where the houses are, more expensive, the taxes are more.
Right.
So when you start to see neighborhoods where, the houses are, $500,000 or more.
White Eagle.
Right. Then you are seeing those property taxes are way higher.
I got a friend that lives in White Eagle though, so shout out, because the pool parties are awesome. Right? That wasn't a diss.
No, and it's a fact, and I think it's not a political fact. It's a fact.
That's true.
But then when you're in a neighborhood, let's say where the houses are average, under 200,000,
right?
The property taxes are lower, which means less money going towards school. A lot of people would argue that funding equation or formula is not equitable, because at the end of the day, if you live in a quote-unquote richer neighborhood, your schools are going to be way more funded than if you live in a neighborhood that is not, the houses aren't as valuable in price or in value. And to tell someone, because you live in a house, you make less money, your schools are not going to be as well funded as over there in houses that if you could afford, you probably would move there. And it's no secret that when people look at when they're buying a house, if they have children or they want to have children, they're looking at the quality of the schools.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, I think every time I would see a sign that says, move here, excellent schools, or, top-rated schools, and then they look it up, oh, great. And who doesn't want their kids to go to a great school?
Right.
I envision, and other countries, especially if you look at like Finland, they've been able to master every school. Public school is phenomenal, because if I'm not mistaken, they're funded a lot also through federally, which we are as well, but most of the funding comes locally.
Right.
And that's the other part of it is how are we funding schools from a federal perspective? And we know, especially right now, that schools funding always gets cut. And
All right, welcome back. 8:26 is the time. Good morning to all of you great people. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Junior Pagan, good morning. J.L. Harris, good morning. On the Move, also the author of Black Rain Outside My Window, great book. So that was our clip from our friend Simon Rodriguez of the City of Aurora's Youth Services Department. Once again, Good Morning Aurora, trying to break new ground, doing different things, showing you more of the very best that we have here in the community of Aurora. The last thing we'll do, Alex, is it possible to do the blood drive one more time, young man? Can we do the blood drive just one more time for him? So we've got a lot of news, and we're going to be wrapping the show up here at 8:30. A little short show this morning. Very important. Want to highlight this one more time for you guys on the screen. Turn a new leaf. Fall into giving. The Kane County Sheriff's Office is having this community blood drive Tuesday, November 7th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the at 37 West 755 Illinois Route 38. That's the Kane County Sheriff's Office. To schedule an appointment, there's the link embedded in this flyer. We'll also make a post about this on our social media page, on our Facebook, to make sure that you guys can sign up. Please donate blood if you are able to. Every donor can save up to 3 lives. Besides donating blood, you can also be entered into a raffle to enter or to win one of 3 DIY project prizes valued at $2,500. Also, you'll get a coupon for buy one, get one half off an entree from Noodles and Company while supplies last. So make sure to eat a healthy meal and drink plenty of water before you go donate blood. Photo ID is required as well. Daniel Calderon, enjoy the rest of your day. Love, peace, and happiness. Appreciate that, dear brother. All right, time is 8:28 a.m. This was an amazing show, and Alex, we did it too. We did it. So as you guys know, as we just said, making a program is different than just doing a podcast. We got metrics, times, and everything. So what we tried to do today was give you guys the weather, show you content, and give you news in a 30-minute time span. And we did that today. We successfully flew and landed the plane. Good Morning Aurora will return on Wednesday morning with more news, more weather, and the very best of Aurora. Tomorrow, our sister program, Buenos Dias Aurora, will be live with Noticias con Maria on the show, followed by Noticias con Karina on Thursday. So we'll see you for both of those. But I will see you guys tomorrow for the weather. We don't forget about the weather. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, take care of yourself and each other.
Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.